before I want to start this video, I want to make it clear that what I'm doing in this video, I'm going to do a little summer shred series. So I'm going to do many videos about different ways to kind of tone up, lean out, all that good stuff. And this first one's going to be about tracking macros. So enjoy. Good morning, friends. I'm going to bring you through what I eat in a day today. So I already had breakfast. So yeah, I decided to film this after I already ate, but it's totally okay. I just had the same proteins that I post everywhere. The recipe is in my highlight for exactly how I make them. Did them super basic. I will put like a little, I put it on the screen. It's right on my Instagram. It's in a highlight called proteins. That's all I had for breakfast. I've also been drinking some water. It is now 10 a.m. Gonna go to the gym and hit back. I'm wearing this TLF bra. I haven't worn it yet. It's super cute material. And on the way to the gym, I will be drinking my Rise pre-workout in Baja Burst. I really want Tiger's Blood. Need to ask them to get me some of that because I tried the Tiger's Blood in LA and it was just amazing. So yeah, I just had my proteins. Going to drink this pre-workout to get an amazing pump, get some amazing energy. Filming for TikTok as well, so. I was gonna do pre-workout this week, like I was just doing energy drinks, but I took it. Well, we hit 750K on TikTok, guys. I woke up to it this morning, actually. That's so cool. Thank you guys so much. I'm really so grateful for you guys. My lips are tingling. Pre-workout always does that to me. Time to go destroy some back. I'm back from the gym. That workout was amazing. Still have a fire pump. I'm gonna make a post-workout snack. I'm like obsessed with this HIIT Nutrition. It's like protein cookie dough. So I think I'm gonna do some of that. Maybe I'll do it on like rice cakes because I don't really have the bread that I use. I really like Dave's Killer Bread and I used my last slices yesterday. So we don't have that. I will show you guys, I'm tracking macros right now. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of the process of how I do that. Okay, so I take a scale and then take whatever container, put it right on the scale and then set it to 0. And then a serving of this is 30 grams. So I just take a spoon and then put it in the bowl till it's at 30. 28 grams is just way more accurate than anything else, and it's honestly easier. $30 grams. I'm gonna microwave that for like 20 seconds to make it spreadable. And then I think on the other rice cake, I'm gonna do PB2. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Gonna put a little container on the scale, set it to 0. A serving is 12 grams. So I'm gonna try to get, this is so hard with one hand and I like peeled that off so horribly. 6. 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm gonna mix that with water and then spread this on rice cakes and I will show you when it's done. Use my FitnessPal to do the food, so I used, and I like to do it, okay, they don't have grams for this one, but I measured it out, so that's fine. For this HIT nutrition spread, they don't have the confetti one on here, but it is the same. Oh, it's actually slightly different macros, but not by anything crazy, so that's fine with me because it's really not that deep. And then 2 rice cakes, and then 103 grams of banana. And I'm gonna eat this now. I showered and have been doing work, and now I made some lunch. We got half an everything bagel, avocado, nutritional yeast, hot sauce, tofu with the rest of the nutritional yeast, all together for macros for this meal. 44 grams of protein in this bad boy with 40 grams of carbs. My macros are looking actually perfect for the day so far. So that's great. Using my FitnessPal is kind of confusing. I have them written out here. I'm gonna devour. Who says you can't eat bagels when you're trying to track macros? That lunch was so good. It left me so full and satisfied. I think it's because, you know, protein, healthy fat, carb, when you balance it all, it's just gonna sit perfectly, like, in your body. My hair's a mess, by the way. I never even addressed that, whatever. I'm trying to finish my hydro jug in the next, like, 15 minutes. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're trying. I'm gonna head to my boyfriend's baseball game. I feel like I've been doing work all day, which feels really nice. Really trying to get back on my grind, and then starting from the game, I'm gonna actually bring my laptop. I have to go to work and then study for the rest of the night. So my work for social media and all that for the day is done, and now it's school time. Sadly. I am now at work. Class starts in a little bit. I work front desk, so I just chill here before I have to check people into class. I brought a Misfits bar. This is dark chocolate raspberry. I'm gonna eat this to put it in my TikTok and then start my work if I can open it. Woo. I like the scan barcode feature on my FitnessPal. By the way, that's pretty much how I track everything. It's just easiest. This is so good. If you like raspberry and chocolate, if that's your vibe, this is so good. Like, you know those like Dove chocolates or whatever that have like raspberry? If you like those, you'd really like this. All right, I'm gonna eat this and get to work. Exciting. I'm now home from work and I made myself some dinner. I made some protein mac and cheese. It's just chickpea pasta, boiled, cooked like normal, and then I added in hummus and vegan cheddar cheese. In this bowl of pasta, there is 28 grams of protein. Then on the side, I just have some broccoli. I don't track broccoli. I just felt like eating a vegetable. Yeah, don't track that. I'm gonna have to do a little macro dessert calf thing to end off the night later, but this is my dinner. Today was some good eats. A protein bar really held me over. Normally I come home from work and I'm like ravenous. This seems like the perfect amount of food. I do 2 servings of the pasta, by the way. 1 serving ain't it. I'm gonna eat this and I will be back if I have a night snack, which I definitely will because I need to hit my macros. Okay, so I have my macro cap for the night. I have some Cheerios with some flax seeds and cinnamon. Flax for a little extra healthy fats and some protein. And Cheerios for a little extra carbs. So yeah, let's... Cinnamon is so good. I'm gonna eat this and then be done for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed that full day of eating. I'm gonna sit here now and chat with you guys about your questions regarding macros. I had you guys send them to me on Instagram. I screenshotted quite a bunch and I'm just gonna get into answering some of you guys' questions. Hopefully we can do it before my camera battery dies. Okay, pretty standard. What are macros? Macros are macronutrients. Macro is short for macronutrient. There's also micronutrients, which is all your vitamins and minerals. But macros are carbs, protein, and fats. Do you only track macros or calories as well? So by tracking macros, you're also inherently tracking calories because each gram of each macros equals a certain amount of calories. Carbs and proteins are both 4 calories per gram, and fat is 9 calories per gram. So by tracking macros, you're also tracking calories. Can you get to your goals without tracking macros? Of course you can, but you will not be able to reach your goals if you don't have an understanding of how to eat them balanced throughout the day. So it could help you to track a little bit just to make sure that you're eating enough. I also got a lot of questions about my specific numbers, like how much carbs I eat and so on and so forth. So I won't be sharing exact numbers because I don't want you guys to just blindly follow what I do. Do you have to hit your macros or can you just hit a calorie goal instead? So if your goal is just weight loss, you can go by calories, but to feel your best, have your metabolism working at its like optimum state, to build muscle, to have the most energy, you're gonna wanna make sure you're hitting your macros. Will it actually change your body or is it just another way to track calories? That's a great question. I think it will actually change your body because carbs are gonna hold on to a little more water, right? So to make sure you're not overeating a ton on your carbs, not eating carbs, we need those carbs. But if you're having a very high carb day compared to a day also balanced out with your protein and fat, it'll be different. Making sure you're eating enough protein is also going to help build muscle. So yes and no, because at the same time, even though it'll help build muscle, you need to be working in the gym for that one. How do you know how many macros to eat? Good question. So it's going to vary by person. You're going to want to use online calculators. There's also like a formula. It's very long, but online calculators will give you a general estimate. And then from there, you can work with it. You want to see how much you're eating right now. You don't want to jump right to those numbers if you're under eating because you'll probably put on a lot of weight that you might not want to. So if you do it slowly, you'll increase that metabolism by doing it right. Another way you can do it is instead of just using a calculator to find the macros, you can, like, if you have a calorie goal, go off that calorie and then do percentages. So it might look something like 50%-ish of your calories to carbs, 30%-ish to protein, and 20%-ish to fat. They don't have to be exact percentages, but that's kind of like a rough estimate. That's also how you can find them. But online calculators are like a great tool. Just remember, your life doesn't have to fit a calculator. The calculator doesn't know what's actually going inside. The calculator doesn't actually know what's going on inside of you, so take it with a grain of salt. How do you track if you're always busy or in a rush? So I thought it'd actually be way harder than it is, but what I like is using a scale and weighing things out, and that might sound harder because I thought that meant like, okay, now if I'm using rice, I have to put my rice on the scale, blah, blah, blah. But what you just do, let's say I'm making a salad. You put the bowl, set the scale to 0, add you don't have to weigh out like your lettuce. So you add like your lettuce, then say I'm putting tofu on top. Set to 0, how many grams of tofu? Boom. So you're assembling the bowl is normal, that's how many grams of tofu. I'm adding quinoa on top, how many grams of quinoa? Let's say I'm making oatmeal, measure out the oats, want to put peanut butter, see how many grams. I think the scale is way easier in terms of like how I physically track in the moment. But another thing you can do, which I don't do, but if I needed to, I would, and that's meal prep. I'm very fortunate that I'm at home for a lot of my work. For today's example, I've been very busy, but I was able to come home and like home to make lunch, so I don't meal prep. But meal prepping is great for if you're busy, or even if you don't want to meal prep. What I do is I have a basic idea of what I'm going to eat and how much macros, calories are in it, just because I'm the kind of person who thinks it's easier to eat similar meals. Like I have oatmeal every morning, I like a salad Nourish bowl for lunch, and maybe like a chickpea pasta for dinner, and I eat a lot of the same things. So that's how I kind of keep track of it while I'm busy. Someone just said I love pasta. I love pasta too, and like I just said, chickpea or lentil pasta, or I think like there's other types, but protein pasta like that is great if you're trying to hit the last question I'm going to answer on here. And of course, for more information, I talk all about this kinds of stuff on my Instagram and my captions on my story 24/7, so make sure to follow me there. And that's what to do when you're eating out with family or eating a family cooked meal, whatever. So there's a few things. If this is something you're doing very, very, very often, you're going to want to try your best to track it, or else there's kind of no point in tracking. Second thing is, if it's just like every so often, you can estimate. That's totally fine. Just give it your best guess. And then the third thing, if you're someone like me, I just won't really worry about it that day. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm not doing that often. I don't eat out often. Most of my meals are cooked at home. So the few a month are fine. Just make a balanced choice. Don't stress that. Enjoy the family memories. It's really not that big of a deal in the long run. So I hope that little bit of extra info helped this little rapid fire macro Q&A. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the rest of my Get Shredded for Summer series.